Greetings to you this day. This is Michelle Strickland, and I'm coming to you today with my daily theology lesson. It's my daily meditation that I do for myself. I record it and I release it because maybe somebody else out there can get something out of it. I just so happen to love God, love yourself, because if nobody else loves you and you love yourself, you be okay. And never give up on yourself. Never. If you have yourself, you lost everything, but you have yourself, you can always rebuild. Never give up on yourself, Choose God this day. The bad guys, they sin. The good guys, we sin. We all sin. It's whom you serve. If you're going to struggle with some stuff, come over to God and turn it over to Him. You don't have to be perfect. No one is perfect, But if you're with God, He'll help you get through your difficult moments, For those of you who are just tuning in, I focus out of three major religious texts: the Bible, the Quran, and a Buddhist text. And it's an introductory Buddhist text called The Shape of Suffering. And it's dealing with dependent co-arising. And without no this, there's no that. But right now, we're back in the rotation for the Quran. We're still in chapter 2, but we're moving along. Also, I'm reading all these texts, cover to cover. Sorry about that. I'm reading all these texts cover to cover. I'm not going to edit any word or censor any word. It's whatever it is, it's what it is. Okay? So we're back in the Quran, and we're still in chapter 2, but we're moving along. We're in section 36, spending money in the cause of truth. 260 verses 261 through 266. The parable of those who spend their wealth in the way of Allah is as the parable of a grain growing 7 ears, in every ear 100 grains. And Allah multiplies further for whom He pleases, and Allah is ample giving knowing. Those who spend their wealth in the way of Allah, then follow not up what they have spent with reproach or injury, their reward is with their Lord, and they shall have no fear, nor shall they grieve. A kind word with forgiveness is better than charity followed by injury, and Allah is self-sufficient, forbearing. All you who believe, make not your charity worthless by reproach and injury, like him who spends his wealth to be seen of men and believes not in Allah and the last day. So his parable is as the parable of a smooth rock with earth upon it. Then heavy rain falls upon it, so it leaves it bare. They are not able to gain anything of that which they earn. And Allah guides not the disbelieving people. You don't have to believe it, people, if you don't want to. He's going to show us. And the parable of those who spend their wealth to seek Allah's pleasure and for the strengthening of their souls is as the parable of a garden on elevated ground, upon which heavy rain falls, so it brings forth its fruit twofold. But if the heavy rain falls not on it, light rain suffices. And Allah is seer of what you do. So, if you're going to do stuff, don't always do it to be seen by man. If you're going to do something good, just do it. You don't always have to have an announcement. But I understand sometimes it's important to be seen, but sometimes, do stuff when, with your money and when people don't see it. Does one of you like to have a garden of palms and vines with streams flowing in it? He has therein all kinds of fruits. And old age has overtaken him, and he has weak offspring. When lo, a whirlwind with fire in it smites it, so it becomes blasted. Thus Allah makes the messages clear to you, that you may reflect.